Alright, guys, we are somewhere else right today. We're at a friend's place. I already started recording. So yeah, here we are at Howard's place. Yeah, just painting some parts for me. Fender and the sissy bar. I've already wrapped them.
They'll have to see it later on.
Yeah, when I get home.
You can
So
do
Howard,
you can do a grand unwrapping.
absolutely, that's what I'm gonna do. So Howard, say hi to my people.
What's up, guys? This is where Bushman Customs does his things.
Ah, there you go. So Howard here is
There,
a
there's
customizer slash
there's
bike builder slash everything.
yeah.
And
Right
this
now
is
it's just paint jobs going
his
on.
garage.
There's that. Then everything is just paint prep right now, and some projects outside.
Awesome. There you go. Howard, I'd love to know how long have you been doing this kind of thing?
I've been customizing bikes since I was maybe 17.
Wow.
16, 17, that's when I customized my first bike. And then first paying client was in, I think, 2018. That was when I landed my first client. And Bushman Customs officially set up shop in 2019. So since 2019, been doing stuff, for clients. Someone comes in, they want a paint job, they want to customize a bike. We sit down, talk to the client, see what they want, and it's a hobby for me. But once in a while, you have someone that wants you to build them a bike. So if someone comes in and wants a bike built, I'll build them a bike. Otherwise, I do this as a hobby.
So you literally can't build anything? Scramblers, bobbers, choppers, what?
I've worked on about 35 bikes now. Majority being paint jobs. About 10 of those being custom jobs.
Yeah.
It's not easy, so it's one of those things where you need to find someone that has the right patience and isn't going to wonder why it's taking so much. Because if anyone has ever tried to customize a bike for themselves, they know one thing, they learn one thing the hard way. It's not cheap, and it takes time.
Takes time.
Especially if you have specific designs.
Absolutely.
But yeah, 10 bikes customized. Everything else is paint jobs done. Some work on cars. My bike's in the back, although I've stripped it because I've taken the fairings off because I want to give it a wash. Otherwise, that would have probably been been the one you can have a look at. But I can send you pictures, and you can always cut that in if you want into the video.
Yeah, I love what you say earlier. Of course, I mean, customizing bikes takes time and money.
Definitely.
I mean, it's an art. You can't be rushing the art.
No, you cannot rush it. I mean, I've owned my bike since 2019, late 2019, and I was between 2019 and 2020. I was literally just trying to figure out what idea I want for my bike. And also getting the money together. So I only started really working on my bike in 2020, and it took nearly a year to balance with other work and actually complete my bike. The fairings I made, all the fiberglass parts, took about 5 months to make. You make a piece, you don't like something, you change it. And I mean, you've seen my bike. The results speak for themselves. So yeah, it takes a while. And when people come into the custom world for the first time, they think, oh, I'm gonna bring my bike in and get it in 1 month and it's done. I look at them and say, yeah, no, that's not happening.
It doesn't work like that.
It doesn't work like that. I mean, perhaps if you have everything ready to go, because most times when a bike comes in, the client doesn't really know what they want. So we actually build it as we go. Make something and say, hey, what do you think of this? And perhaps they'll say no, because we'll always get ideas. But as you're building something, ideas change. In your head, you're like, I'm going to build the subframe, and it's going to angle like this. And then you build it, you take a step back, and when you come back to look at it, you don't like it anymore. So what happens? You cut it. I mean, I've modified my bike twice. The first time I did it, I made a scrambler. I loved the way it looked, and then I got bored of it, and I wanted something different.
Yeah, that's the way it goes. All right. Yeah, I'm really stoked about what you did with my rear fender and
Yeah, looking
the sissy
forward
bar.
to the pictures when it's online.
Yeah, absolutely. I would love you to take us around and show us your bikes.
Well,
Uh,
not mine, but
yeah,
okay, let's do it.
okay, yeah, that would be
One, we
nice.
have this. This is a restoration project.
Yeah.
1973 Vespa.
Mm,
I don't know where this bike was found, but it came in just covered in rust. So the entire from here onwards,
mm,
that's all new metal. Chopped off all the old stuff and replaced the whole belly of the bike. And then the client wanted it to be extended, so chopped the side off and widened it out on both ends. And now it has a coat of red oxide primer, letting this cure till sometime next week,
yeah.
and then begins a lot of body work, getting everything nice and smooth, making all the welds look well. The welds have been ground down,
Mm.
so there is going to be some filler work.
Right,
And then here
nice.
we have fairings for the Super Duke 1290.
You painted this?
Yeah, those just needed, the stickers were torn up,
Mm.
so the client wanted it to stay OEM, just paint. So all that is
Oh,
paint.
nice, nice. This is very good work. Nice.
And then
There you go.
at the back we still just have paint, mainly just paint jobs.
Mm.
Spare parts over there basically.
Yeah.
Here we have a Africa Twin. This bad boy. This guy right here. Found this bike through a friend.
Mm.
It was left to just live out its life in a warehouse in a corner.
Oh.
So I went and negotiated for the bike.
Yeah.
It's a project with a friend. So he's injecting the cash, I'm doing the build. And it's basically just a restoration project. The bike will be on sale, but it runs great. I've ridden it a few times.
Mm.
Everything on the bike is legit.
So by the time you found it, it was not running.
No, it had sat about 3 years.
Wow.
So got it started. The wiring was a mess. So
Mm.
first thing I did when it got here was took the carburetors apart.
Yeah.
Cleaned
It's
them
carbureted. Wow.
out. Yeah,
Mm.
cleaned. Yeah, and it's a 1991.
Oh, I was
Africa
going to ask
Twin
you.
RD0
1991. Yeah.
1991 RD04 XRV 750 Africa Twin.
Mm.
So when it came in, carbs needed work, so worked on the carbs. Then the wiring harness was a mess, so got the wiring done. Everything is on the bike, but you can, let's just say this wasn't the way it looks now. All these wires were crisscrossed, everything was a mess.
Yeah.
So took the wiring harness out, redid that. So right now the bike is together just to run it. Just take it on some rides. And once I'm confident that it doesn't need any more work mechanically,
We'll go on the markets.
no, I will take everything apart again to
Mm.
paint it. The fairings might look good, but these have seen better days. I can tell that this bike has had a few falls, and these were fixed. So I'm gonna make all new fairings from fiberglass. So I'll just use these as a mold, but I'm going to make brand new fairings from fiberglass. That way it just looks better, especially on the inside, because right now there's so much work that has been done on the inside of these fairings, and I don't like it. So I'm going to make new fairings, because buying the fairings is expensive as
Yeah.
crap. It costs 350 euros just for this part.
Oh wow.
So that would be 700 euros for both, minus the face. So I'm gonna just make new ones out of fiberglass, brand new tires. I have a brand new clutch plates, brand new gaskets. So yeah, whatever can be replaced is being replaced. So when the bike is on market, no one has anything to complain about.
Yeah.
Just buy it and figure out where the road takes you.
Absolutely. There you go. How about this one?
Engine rebuild. Just standard stuff. Needs new piston
What
rings.
is this?
75 Kawasaki 600B Eliminator.
Oh yeah, I know about this bike. Is this
Yes,
it's his,
it's
yeah.
one in the group.
Yeah.
Yes, it's
One of the
his.
guys in the group, yeah.
Yeah, it's his bike.
Oh,
So
yeah.
this one's just here for an engine rebuild.
Mm.
Just basic engine service, you know.
Yeah.
And perhaps followed by new tires and a paint job. Basically, the bike's sat for a while, so it's going to be a restoration project as well, just like the Africa
He
Twin.
was telling me he has no power pack for his.
No,
Was it a
it's-
power pack?
It's that one that has no power pack.
So which one is that?
That's the 400 of this ZL400B.
Oh.
Yeah.
So many bikes here. There you go.
So that one needs to get started first,
Mm.
and then we'll figure out what happens to the tires. This is
That
my
is supposed to be your daily or your
This is my
Your
baby,
bike?
yeah. This is my baby. I want to clean it, so I've taken the fairings off because I haven't washed this bike in a while, and I'm always off road. But I want to give it a nice. It's probably not going to be a deep clean because I need to head out. But I would like to make it a bit more presentable than it is right now.
what bike is this?
This is a 1986 Honda VFR 750F.
So 750.
Yeah. V4 750.
Let me ask you something. What's the difference between this bike and the other one? Okay, I mean the structural immediate difference is the other one is a bigger bike, but the same CCs.
This was built as a racing bike, so this was built for the street and the track.
Yeah.
So it's much lower. Its engine, as much as the 750s, but that one, its engine is built more for endurance because it was built as a Dakar bike. So out in the desert, mainly torque. You're not looking at really top end. You're not looking at going fast.
Plus, yeah.
But you do have enough power to go through anything.
Okay, yeah.
Whereas this was built as a racing bike. So this engine is built and geared differently from that engine.
Yeah.
This is built for speed, really high speeds, whereas that is built to go fast but off-road.
I get it.
So
But they're all V twins.
no, they're a V4.
Oh, this is a V4.
Yeah, so VFR stands for V4 Racing. So you have 2 in the back, 2 in the front, underneath the airbox. 2 cylinders there, 2 cylinders there.
Oh, but they don't form a V, they do?
It is.
They do. Yes, they do.
Yeah.
Okay.
So so that's what VFR
Carbureted as well.
Yeah, that's what VFR stands for, V4 Racing. I like carb bikes.
I do as well. I love car bikes.
They're easy to work with.
Yeah, of course.
If you listen hard enough, the bike usually tells you what you need to look into. And it's a great way to learn how to be your own mechanic.
Absolutely, yeah.
Modern bikes are great, but because everything runs off a computer, you
electronics.
can't really fix it, you have to replace it.
Yeah,
So that's expensive.
that is, yeah.
And
I
if
hear
you can't
you.
find the parts, then your bike sits. With this,
You can always get in there and,
every time-
disintegrate everything. And,
I don't have any issues with the bike, but if anything does happen, for me to fix it, I always move with my tools. So for me to fix it doesn't take long at all.
Interesting. How did you learn to work on bikes, first of all? I mean,
I had a desire.
you're not that old, Howard.
I had a desire and I followed it. I'm mainly self-taught.
Okay. YouTube?
A lot of YouTube, yes. And also meeting people who also know what they're doing.
Yeah.
You meet friends. That's the whole reason we started that group. The WhatsApp group is supposed to be amateurs who want to learn,
Yeah.
have a chance to meet people who do know a bit more, and those who know more get to meet people who know even more
Yeah.
than them. And so we all just interact. We share ideas, we pick each other's brains, and the whole point is to improve on your work delivery, improve on how you do things. And like a lot of times I've realized that so many local mechanics are really doing things the wrong way.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I hear him.
They don't have a willingness to learn.
Very much
They
understand.
don't have the time to do it the right way.
Exactly. I mean,
I
they
mean,
just want to get quick money. That's
yeah,
what they're
it
after.
doesn't work. So the best thing for that, I mean, my old engine, this is the exact same engine as the one in the shop. Same exact engine for this bike. I just had to replace it because the other one, a mechanic, ruined the engine because he wanted to do things the wrong way. So I got this engine straight from Japan. It's the right engine for this bike, and so everything was a straight fit because the other engine they messed it up, and so yeah. But otherwise, ever since I put this engine in the bike, dude, as long as I service it, as long as you take care of it, it starts and it gets me where I need to go. Everything else is just aftermarket parts because I wanted to give it a modern look.
Absolutely. Love the paint job.
Thanks. My treat.
Alright, guys, this is how enough of what we could get from Howard. Was never such a plan to interview. Alright, guys, that's enough of what we could squeeze from Howard. We never planned for this interview, but next time.
A bit impromptu.
Yeah, so and I love impromptu. I usually love spontaneous things, but Howard is gonna be on the channel most of the times, or usually because he's not really a good friend. So let's see what we can.
Starting up my own YouTube channel, but man, I don't have time to edit the videos.
Oh yeah, I think that's usually the tough piece.
I have a lot of content, but I've not made time. I have a lot of videos on this bike
Yeah.
and on the Vespa because I basically just put my phone down. I have to edit everything.
Yeah, it is a lot of work.
Even the VFR, I have a complete build of the VFR online, but I had to make it a 2-part video because there's just so much footage. I can't. Even with this, there's always so much work that finding time to sit down and edit a video.
It is. YouTube is also some of the work as well. But let's see how this goes. We shall probably interview him one by one with his bikes and get him in detail about each of them next time. Right, I just got home here with a package. It's from Howard's place. The one who painted my parts. So a fender. Let's see how these look like. I'll wrap them and see. Yeah. Make sure they get home safe. So to wrap them around. Look at that, nice. Yeah, alright. Looks really nice. So I went for this textured surface on the rear fender. Should look good. Rough feel. Bike. Can't wait to have it on the bike. Let's see, the other part is the sissy bar. Say here. Make sure I rub them. These boots, these jeans, always lying around. Nice. For this sissy bar, I went with silver. So it. Yeah. Nice. Let's take them out and see how they look outside in the light. It's the sissy bar. fender. Alright, can't wait to have these two on the bike. Of course, provide you guys with the updates when I have them on the bike. Other than that, look very good from Howard, my guy. You just seen.